What's up, flamethrowers? It's me, Flame the Dragon Hog here, and welcome to another tier list for all of you. And today, guys, this tier list is very special, near and dear to my childhood, actually, because today we are going to be doing a tier list of Power Ranger teams. That's right, guys. And as you guys all know, I am a huge fan of Power Rangers. I'm a huge fan of them. And not only that, guys, of course, we lost a very, very legendary Ranger, the great Tommy Oliver, aka Jason. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, he was an amazing actor when it came to the Power Rangers. He was an amazing actor, not gonna lie. I mean, first he started off as the green Mighty Morphin Dragon Ranger, then the white Tiger Ranger, then the red Zeo Ranger, the red Turbo Ranger, then he closed it off by being the black Dino Thunder Ranger. And guys, I'll never forget his last appearance of Power Rangers when he and the Ninja Steel Rangers teamed up with lots of other legendary Rangers. But anyway, enough said. Guys, we are going to be paying tribute to the Power Rangers by rating Power Ranger teams. But since I can't exactly fit the whole teams on here, I thought I would just go through it using their symbols. Using their symbols. The Ranger symbols. But anyway, let's begin. Now, I got Morphin up here from... Now, I got Morphin, which means my top favorite. I got Awesome, which is my second best, my second greatest. Okay, which is it was okay. And then we got meh, which is like it just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. But anyway, without further ado, let's begin. All right. So the first symbol, I thought we would just get this one out of the way. This symbol representing the movie Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You know, the weird one where Rita Repulsa looks hot AF. Ugh. But anyway, yeah, that movie that came out in like 2015 or 14, I can't remember which year it came out, but guys, I'm not gonna lie, that movie was just, I don't know, it was just something. So I think I'm just gonna put it in the okay thing because I'm not gonna lie, the short Alpha was just weird. Zordon looking really, really scary. The Power Ranger suits, they look okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know about the great big galaxy thing in the middle of their chest and everything. I don't get it. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, the remix of... Wait, I guess it's not a remix. I guess having the Power Ranger theme playing in there. And not only that, guys, the fight sequence that they did was awesome, I guess, maybe. And not to mention the Megazord fight and the fight scene that they did with them, the Zords. It was really interesting. I mean, the design for some of the Zords were odd, I guess, but some of them were interesting. But overall, I thought the movie was okay, even though I had never actually seen the movie. I seen clips of it, but it was something. Anyway, let's move on to the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the original. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys, those guys had a long season when it came to the Power Rangers. They had a long season. Like, for example, first it started off with like Rita Repulsa, and then it moved on to both Rita and Lord Zed, and then lots of other crazy creatures and stuff that they faced off against. It was pretty crazy. So, if I had to put, I would definitely put them in Morphin because, hey, they're the first ever generation Power Rangers. Because if it wasn't for them, all the other Ranger teams wouldn't have been around, if you think about it. Anyway, next up we have is the Alien Rangers. If you guys don't know who the Alien Rangers are, they are a group of Power Rangers from the planet Aquitar, and they have like water, or I guess they have like fish themed type powers, I guess, maybe. But anyway, they replaced the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers mainly because what happened with Lord Zed. Zed turned them into kids. Yeah, I'm talking about Tommy, Billy, Kimberly, and everybody. He turned them into kids. He turned them into kids, and they became useless to be Power Rangers. Um, So Zordon sent out to the Alien Rangers, and they helped keep Earth safe. But I thought it was pretty meh, I guess. I don't know, but I'm just going to put them there because let's just say the Alien Rangers didn't really last long. Okay, next up we have is the Power Rangers Zeo, where Tommy, he became the Red Ranger and everything. Let's see. Well, I'm not going to lie, guys. The Zeo Rangers, they were interesting, I guess. I mean, facing off against evil robots and lots of other things, and using Zords based off of monuments of history. I guess it was interesting. I guess, maybe. And not only that, one of the old Rangers came back as the Gold Ranger. And they also teamed up with the Alien Rangers. It was great. I actually enjoyed seeing that team up. Guys, if there's one thing you absolutely love about Power Rangers, is the Power Ranger team ups. It's just amazing. But as for the Zeo Rangers, I think I'm just gonna put them in the okay sign because, well, I don't really know much about the Zeo Rangers. I really don't know much about them. Alright, next up we have is Power Rangers Turbo. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Power Rangers Turbo is definitely one of the interesting ones that I've seen so far. Despite the fact that not only did they make a movie where they first were introduced, but believe it or not, the Blue Ranger actually turned out to be a kid. His name was Justin. He was the first ever kid to become a Power Ranger, and still is. It's crazy, I know. But anyway, yeah, the Turbo Rangers were interesting. Tommy, once again, he was the Red Ranger. But after Tommy decided to stop being a Ranger for a while, and so did all his other teammates, they passed on their Ranger powers to some other people, and they became the Turbo Rangers. But Justin, he remained the Blue Turbo Ranger. But anyway, yeah, back to the Turbo Rangers. I thought they were awesome. I thought Power Rangers Turbo was awesome. That and the movie. If you guys haven't seen the Power Rangers Turbo movie, you guys gotta see it. It looks awesome. You guys gotta see it. Anyway, oh, and I almost forgot the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. It was great too. It was a little bit sad, but it was interesting. I liked it. Anywho, next up we have is Power Rangers in Space. Power Rangers in Space was, well, exactly as it says. Power Rangers in Space, where the Turbo Rangers left Justin on Earth and they went up into space. They went up into space where they met up with this Space Ranger slash alien by the name of Astro, and he trained them to become the Space Rangers. It was really interesting, not gonna lie. I really enjoyed seeing the Space Rangers. They were cool. Anyway, the Space Rangers did team up with somebody, but you're not gonna believe this, guys. They actually teamed up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, you guys heard me right. They teamed up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And they also teamed up with believe it or not, they also teamed up with Justin again. After when he came back, the Blue Turbo Ranger, they teamed up with him. And it was cool, not gonna lie. But anyway, yeah, the Space Rangers, I'm definitely gonna put them in the awesome category because I'm not gonna lie, they were pretty awesome. Alright, next up we have is Lost Galaxy. Oh boy, the Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Where some Earthlings lived in this colony thing on a course back to Earth. It was really interesting. But anyway, yeah, they ended up going on many different space adventures, facing off against evil bug type aliens while using the the Lost Galactabeasts and everything. It was really cool, not gonna lie. I really enjoyed those Power Rangers. In fact, it was really cool, especially when they teamed up with the Space Rangers. That was another team that the Space Rangers teamed up with. That was great. I really enjoyed that. That was cool. I really enjoyed it. And I have seen most of the Lost Galaxy Ranger episodes, so I'm definitely going to put him in Morphin. but it was pretty awesome. Anyway, next up we have is Lightspeed Rescue. Now the Lightspeed Rangers, I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't get too into them. I mean, seeing the Megazord fights that they did was actually really interesting. That's like the main thing that I seen. Some fights that I seen were cool, like how they faced off against their cyborg selves. That were pretty cool. Oh, I almost forgot to mention the Space and Lost Galaxy Rangers. They also had to face off against these evil beings by the name of the Psycho Rangers. And let me just tell you, the Psycho Rangers were definitely a headache. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The Lightspeed Rangers, they were actually really cool. I seen a few episodes of them, and my favorite episode was when these people built when these people built robot versions of the Power Rangers, but then the robot versions went haywire and they turned evil, which was really interesting, I guess. But luckily, the real Rangers stopped them. Guys, I honestly don't know what the heck is up with the villains always using like evil clones or copies of the original Power Rangers. I guess they're saying if you can't beat them, join them. So they just use their own powers against them. But but yeah, Lightspeed Rescue, that was really interesting. And not to mention they teamed up with the Lost Galaxy Rangers. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put them in awesome. Alright, next up is Time Force. The Time Force Rangers. I really didn't like them that much, as it was too confusing and everything. It was really just too confusing, so I'm just gonna put them in meh. Even though the Time Force Rangers did team up with the Lightspeed Rangers, that was the only time I liked Power Rangers Time Force. But I did start to like them again after they teamed up with these guys, Wild Force. Now, guys, everybody knows Power Rangers Wild Force, where these group of kids, well, not kids, I guess, I don't know, adults, teenagers, whatever they are, they were chosen to be the guardians of the Wild Zords alongside the princess who stays up there and guards them as well. And not only that, they discover new Wild Zords, and they just get in contact with their inner wild sides, which is just amazing. I absolutely loved Power Rangers Wild Force. So I'm going to have to put them in Morphin. They were definitely great. I loved them. Alrighty, guys. Next up we have is Ninja Storm. Now, guys, I'm not going to lie. I grew up watching Power Rangers Ninja Storm, and I'm not going to lie. They were awesome. They were great. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, guys, in Wild Force, they not only teamed up with the Time Force Rangers twice, but Cole, the Red Lion Ranger, he actually teamed up with all the Red Rangers from all these other shows that I just showed you. He teamed up with all the other Red Rangers, which was just amazing. I know, it was just, I don't know, it's just crazy. I was really blown away when I first saw that, how Cole teamed up with all the other Red Rangers. It was just crazy. But anyway, back to Ninja Storm. Like I said, I grew up watching Ninja Storm, Power Rangers Ninja Storm, and I thought it was really, really great. So I'm gonna have to put them in Morphin, because I'm not gonna lie, Power Rangers Ninja Storm was one of the greatest shows that I've seen so far. At least until I seen them, appear here in Dino Thunder. Now, guys, I'm not gonna lie, Power Rangers Dino Thunder, that was really, really near and dear to me. It was great, especially Tommy. He came back. It was great seeing him again and again and again. So yeah, I'm just going to put them in Morphin. And I'm pretty sure all of you guys know about Power Rangers Dino Thunder, so I really didn't have to explain the show to you guys. But anyway, next up we have is Power Rangers SPD. Now, guys, Power Rangers SPD was definitely amazing. We're talking about Power Ranger cops from the future. We're talking about Power Ranger cops from the future, which is just amazing. I'm not going to lie, it's just amazing. And not only that, guys, they also teamed up with Dino Thunder as well. So yeah, Ninja Storm teamed up with Dino Thunder, and so did SPD. It was just great. I absolutely loved Power Rangers SPD. Power Rangers SPD has definitely got to be my other top favorite. Okay, guys, I'm not going to lie. if I had to rate the three Power Ranger teams that I just named, I would put Dino Thunder first, SPD second, and Ninja Storm third. I'm sorry, Ninja Storm fans. I'm sorry, I just had to. But anyway, SPD is definitely going in Morphin, because I'm not gonna lie, guys. Power Rangers SPD has definitely been a big impact to me. I absolutely love them so much. Anyway, next up is Power Rangers Mystic Force. Now, guys, I'm not gonna lie, Power Rangers Mystic Force was definitely an interesting one, where they used magic spells and everything to fight evil. It was just amazing. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna have to put them in awesome, because I'm not gonna lie. And plus, not only that, guys, plot twist. Who would have thought that the Red Ranger's mom and dad was actually the leader of the whole group and the evil knight Korag? Who would have thought that? I mean, guys, who would have thought that Nick, the Red Ranger's mom, was Udana, the White Ranger, slash the leader of the whole team, and his father was Korag, the Wolf Warrior. I know, crazy. But anyway, next up we have is Operation Overdrive. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, the whole theme of Operation Overdrive is, I got a little bit confused about it, but then I discovered that it was just all about adventures and stuff, traveling all around the world looking for different artifacts and stuff. Heck, they even looked into artifacts from Ranger history a few times. And speaking of Ranger history, who would have guessed that in the episode Once a Ranger, that five Retro Rangers came back? Who would have thought that? I mean, they teamed up with the blue Ninja Storm Ranger, the yellow Dino Thunder Ranger, the red SPD Ranger, the green Mystic Force Ranger, and the black Mighty Morphin Ranger. I mean, who would have thought that was going to happen? I mean, in Once a Ranger, the episode. It was just great. I absolutely loved it, so I'm going to have to put him in awesome. I don't really know the full concept of it. It got confusing a little bit, but it was actually really great. I loved Power Rangers Operation Overdrive. It was great. But not as great as this one, Jungle Fury. Power Rangers Jungle Fury. Now, guys, I absolutely love Power Rangers Jungle Fury, because, guys, who doesn't like Power Rangers Jungle Fury involving animal spirits and everything? Guys, I grew up watching Power Rangers Jungle Fury all the time. It was just great. And not to mention, at the end of the show, both of the bad guys ended up being good guys. It was great. I absolutely loved it. I really am not gonna lie. I loved Power Rangers Jungle Fury. It was just amazing. All right, next up we have is Power Rangers RPM. Guys, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys don't know about Power Rangers RPM, but for those of you guys who don't know about Power Rangers RPM is about a group of Rangers who protect their city that's in a giant dome. It's called the City of Corinth. But anyway, thanks to this evil robot virus that's very, very toxic to people, they managed to save many people and put them in like this dome city called Corinth, and thanks to the robots, they managed to find their way in. But luckily, the Rangers, they actually fight back against them. So I was actually really happy that happened. And most of their things is like based off of cars and different types of vehicles and stuff. It was really interesting, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I'm guessing I'm gonna have to put them in okay, because I haven't exactly seen most of Power Rangers RPM. I haven't exactly seen most of it. But anyway, next up we have is Power Rangers Samurai. Power Rangers Samurai / Super Samurai. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Power Rangers Samurai. Best Power Rangers to ever come on Nickelodeon ever. Best Power Rangers that ever showed up on Nickelodeon. Because, guys, I'm not going to lie, I seen every single episode of Power Rangers Samurai, including Super Samurai. Guys, it was just great. Including the Christmas specials, guys, that they did, and the Halloween special. It was really crazy, I guess. But anyway, yeah, I'm definitely gonna put Power Rangers Samurai in Morphin. And guys, can we all agree that Power Rangers Samurai has definitely got to be one of the best Power Ranger series? But anyway, yeah. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Next up we have is Power Rangers Megaforce. Oh boy. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Power Rangers Megaforce was really, really good. I absolutely loved it. Especially when the Rangers took on Vrock all the time. Those aliens, those bug aliens. And not to mention the mutants too. And they met Robo Knight. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Power Rangers Megaforce was definitely crazy. I thought it was Morphin too. And I also got to put Super Megaforce in there too. Because, guys, let's just be real here. We're talking about a Power Ranger team. We're talking about a Power Ranger team that can morph and access the powers of legendary Rangers. We're talking about them using the powers of Power Rangers before them. I mean, tapping into Ranger history like that is definitely got to be the greatest thing that ever happened to a Power Ranger ever. And guys, let's just be real here. The best thing that ever happened in Power Ranger Super Megaforce was the legendary battle where the Megaforce Rangers teamed up with every single Power Ranger in Ranger history. Guys, let's just be real. That is one of the best Power Ranger team-ups I have ever seen. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. In Power Ranger Samurai, the red RPM Ranger teamed up with them. But anyway, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Power Ranger Super Megaforce was definitely great when they teamed up with all of the legendary Rangers. It was amazing. If I can go back and see that again, guys, it's just great. And compared to the Japanese version of it, the Japanese version, I hate to say, was a better one. Reason why is because at least they did a Megazord fight in the Japanese version. Yeah, you guys heard me. In the Japanese version of the Legendary Battle, they did a Megazord fight. But in the American version, they didn't, which was really disappointing. But it's okay. It was all good. The battle was still great. They won. Evil lost. Everything was cool. Anyway, moving on. Next up we have is Power Rangers Dino Charge. Okay, guys, Power Rangers Dino Charge was definitely great too. Just using the spirits of dinosaurs. And guys, the best thing about it was when they bond to an Energem, they don't age. So if you bond to an Energem while you're 16, you stay 16 until you're unbonded. It was great. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and guys, between you and me, you guys know Point Sandra, the fiance of the main villain, Sledge. Well, get this. I'm actually dating her. What? Don't judge me, guys. Don't judge me. I mean, hey, at least I managed to find her somewhere in history. I managed to find her. But anyway, moving on. I really do think that Power Rangers Dino Charge was awesome. A few mishaps of some episodes I didn't like, but overall I did like them, so I'm gonna put them in Morphin. Because guys, let's just be real. Power Rangers Dino Charge was definitely awesome. I loved it. All right, next up we have is Power Rangers Ninja Steel. All right, next up we have is Power Rangers Ninja Steel. Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Power Rangers Ninja Steel, it wasn't exactly one of my favorite ones. It was awesome, I guess, but it wasn't exactly my favorite ones and stuff. But it was really awesome It was really awesome seeing them team up with Legendary Rangers again. Yeah, you guys heard me. They teamed up with Legendary Rangers again. Because if I remember correctly, this was Tommy's very last TV appearance as a Power Ranger. It was his last TV appearance, where he and many other Legendary Rangers from the past... Sorry, guys. Anyway, they teamed up with many different types of Legendary Rangers from the past, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a great battle. It was a great battle. And by the way, guys, who would have thought that most of the Power Rangers universes were connected with each other? Who would have thought that? And I'm glad that most of the teams were aware of it. That Legendary War really brought a lot of Ranger teams together, not gonna lie. And that happened again over here in Power Rangers Beast Morphers. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Power Rangers Beast Morphers was, it was okay, I guess. It wasn't exactly the best kind that I've seen so far. The best kind. I mean, it was really interesting, maybe, I guess, but I'm not really a big fan of them. I mean, sure, it was really cool with them using, like, different types of Power Ranger artifacts that they keep in Grid Battle Force. Yeah, if you guys watch the show and you go into the storage room, you can see a lot of different Power Ranger artifacts that they have in there. From morphers to weapons to mini Zords and lots of other things too. It was great. I'm not gonna lie, it was great. Oh, and not to mention, they also had stuff that they confiscated from villains over the histories. It was really interesting for that too. It was great. All right, next up we have is Power Rangers Dino Fury / Cosmic Fury. I'm just gonna put it over here, guys, because it's just meh. I really didn't get into it too much, because it was just so confusing. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It was so confusing. Like, after when I got so confused about the Pink Ranger actually being an alien this whole time, I got so confused. I'm not gonna lie. I got so confused to the point where I just stopped watching them. I just stopped watching it. It was just so confusing. Like, I really didn't get it, so I'm gonna put them in the meh category. Alright, guys. Well, that's it for this tier list. That's the Power Ranger tier list, guys. So, for Morphin, we got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Lost Galaxy, Wild Force, Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, SPD, Jungle Fury, Samurai, Megaforce, Super Megaforce, and Dino Charge. For Awesome, we got Turbo, In Space, Lightspeed Rescue, Mystic Force, Operation Overdrive, and Ninja Steel. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. For OK, we got that whack Power Ranger movie from 2015. At least I think it was 2015. Again, I don't know which date. I don't know when that Power Ranger movie came out. I'm sorry. But anyway, we got Power Rangers Zeo, Power Rangers Beast Morphers, and RPM. And for the meh category, we got Alien, Time Force, and Dino and Cosmic Fury. Alright, guys. Well, that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a like and comment down below. And also, let me know in the comments down below, guys, which Power Ranger team did you grow up with? Put it down in the comments down below, because I know a lot of you guys are huge Power Ranger fans, probably. But anyway, guys, put down in the comments, which Power Ranger team did you guys like watching growing up? Or do you guys still watch Power Rangers today? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys still watch it. Me, I just like listening to the theme songs and stuff. And watching the Megazord fights and some of the battles. I don't really actually sit down and binge watch the whole thing of Power Rangers. Oh, and I almost forgot, guys. That Power Rangers movie on Netflix, that Power Rangers movie, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Once and Always. That movie was definitely interesting. The fact that the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they were there. You guys heard me. The originals. We're talking about Billy. We're talking about Zach and everybody else. Cat. Oh my god. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. They have aged. They have aged a whole lot. And who would have thought that they were actually still around? I'm not gonna lie, because you guys saw how most of the Power Rangers from back in the day either are getting too old or they died and stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, guys. The original Power Rangers, they're definitely well preserved, not gonna lie. They were really, really well preserved. Especially Billy, when he showed up in Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. when he showed up in Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, I was really, really surprised at how well preserved he was. And the fact that the Power Rangers came out in the 90s. Oh, wait, no, not the 90s. Somewhat around there, or in the 19-somethings. I can't remember. But I'm not going to lie, guys. It was really interesting and a great, huge hit for me, seeing my favorite Power Rangers back on the big screen. And I also heard on Netflix they're going to be releasing a Power Rangers reboot and stuff, I guess, maybe. And, guys, one final message. Tommy, if you're listening in heaven, I just want to say thank you again so much for the many years of you working as a Power Ranger, having a big impact on our lives. And I just want to say one thing. Just keep the Ranger history alive. Even we're going to keep the Ranger history alive, with or without you. Because you definitely have a big impact on our lives as the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, 2 Red Rangers, and of course the Black Ranger. So guys, let's keep Tommy's legacy alive and keep on supporting the Rangers. So again, guys, put down in the comments which Ranger team did you guys like watching growing up, or do you still watch it today? And if you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that way you guys will be up to date whenever I post. Anyway, this is Flame the Dragon Hog signing out for now. Later, flamethrowers.